director Ari Aster gives us Beau is Afraid from Lionsgate Films. Now, I like this dude's other films. I liked Hereditary. I got friends that swear by Midsummer. I like Midsummer probably best out of the two. So when I heard this was coming out, I was pretty excited. Lost a little bit of my excitement when I saw that Joaquin Phoenix was in it because I just don't care for his acting anymore for some reason. Like I like his younger stuff. Maybe I tuned out when Joker came out. I don't know, but he doesn't really do anything to me now, or for me, I should say. He never did anything to me, one way or another. But he doesn't do anything for me. And this is, uh, it's got horror stuff to it. It's weird, but it's also got a dark comedy to it, and that to me is kind of a bummer in some regards. It's also just like a second shy of 3 hours, so that's way too long. Although each hour, I will say, kind of feels like its own movie in some regard. Basically, Beau is a very paranoid man, very worried man. He's afraid. That's the name of the movie, and he's going to meet his mother, and terrible thing after terrible thing happens. He lives in a city that's like overrun by crazy people, and then he kind of like has an accident. He's taken in by what seems like crazy people, and then when he gets away from there, then he gets all sorts of trippy as he tries to make it to his mom, and that's what I'm gonna say because I don't want to spoil anything. I haven't seen nobody compare this to The Wall, Pink Floyd's The Wall, but if you took all the mother stuff out of The Wall, it's kind of like what you get when you get this right here. Especially like the ending, there's like a trial scene that reminds me a lot of the animated trial scene from The Wall. When you do at the trial song in The Wall. Uh, Outside of that, is there's some weird stuff, and I feel like you could condense this down. You could probably make it a much more enjoyable experience. But as is, it's just too much to me, too much for me. Although they did find a pretty clever way to use Mariah Carey's "Always Be My Baby" in one of the weirdest sex scenes you ever see in this movie. But there's good ideas here. There's a few good scenes here. There's a few, believe it or not, funny scenes here. But there's a lot of artsy stuff. And there's a lot of stuff that just kind of seems like a director just kind of flexing for the sake of flexing. And that's kind of like a low key Wes Anderson move these days. But Beau's Afraid it gets a unfortunate 2.5 for me. It's not anything that I'm going to probably go back and watch anytime soon. Now, if I ever want to watch an Ari Aster, you know, day and watch all of his movies, I guess I could fit in 3 hours for this maybe. But other than that, it's not anything I'm going to want to go to or recommend for that matter to anybody that liked his previous movies. I got a finally home with Beau's Afraid, making a Beau's Afraid thing on there, which is kind of cool. That's really all you get. I guess A24 is waiting for like one of their big releases where they give you too many extras. It's got all-star cast in some regards. You get a lot of people you're going to recognize. You get a lot of visual stuff that's pretty cool, and you get a nice slipcase that's surprisingly hard to get off for this movie review. Let's try to slide it off. And that's what you get there. Digital copy does come with it. Blu-ray and DVD. I don't know if it was on 4K. Forgive me for that. But if it ain't, I'm sure it will be eventually because, like I said before, A24 tends to kind of save their best for later on. They do this, and then they give you like the stuff that's more expensive later on. But this is out right now. Lionsgate Films. Don't recommend it, but if you like weird stuff, you might find some enjoyment out of it.